New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Hello, 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 my beloveds. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are live streaming. This is Reverend Martine Bernard, and this is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network. We are so happy to be with you today. I'm so happy. You know, as Louise says all the time, all is well, and everything is working out for our highest good. This morning, today, I'm so excited to be interviewing Meryl Stanton. She is a transformational change, heal your life teacher and coach. She's a certified hypnotherapist, and she has a private practice in Laguna Woods, California, in beautiful, sunny California. She sees clients by phone and by Zoom. Meryl is an integrative, holistic health counselor, and as a cancer thriver, I love the word thriver, she has a testimony. She teaches about the role of raw food, green juices, and cleanses to bring the body back to optimum health. So we are so grateful to have you here with us, Meryl, and we will be talking about the role of miracles and the power of divine interventions. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, here's a divine intervention. Your producer coming on. Meryl,
Thank you, Michael.
Meryl, we cannot see you. We have a blank screen there. Hold on here.
Yes.
Hello, Meryl. If you could please turn your camera on.
Reverend Michael is my fabulous producer.
Yes, hi there. All right. Hello. Greetings. All right. Okay, let me see here. Are we still connected here? I think we are. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. We cannot see you. I'll tell you what. Why don't we just, Meryl? That's fine. Why don't we just conduct this by phone? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
let's just do this by phone. So she is on the air with you. So go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Meryl. Thank you for coming on. And I am very excited today because you are someone that I admire so much. And I see you as a living, walking testimony of Louise's world view. So my first question to you, and you can hear me, Meryl? My first question is, what got you interested in Louise Hay's work? Okay, so we may be having a little bit of complications. So, my beloveds, if you will just bear with me one moment, let's talk about Louise Hay's worldview. That is something that has inspired me. Yes, 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 here we are. And I would love to talk about this and go through these principles. So, here are the 10 points of Louise Hay's worldview. What we think about ourselves becomes the truth about us. What we think, oh, hi, Meryl. I can't hear you. The volume, for some reason, the volume isn't on. Hello? Okay, we're just going to wait a few minutes. And I know that Reverend Michael is working behind the scenes.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for inviting.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I think that we're having some technical difficulties right now. I don't know why I can't hear you. I wanted to maybe begin with Louise's 10 points of Louise's worldview. So I know that Reverend Michael is working behind the scenes. So, my beloveds, we will continue until Merle can be on with us. So, what we think about ourselves becomes the truth for us. That is a powerful statement. And it's a universal law. You know, whatever we think as true becomes the truth for us. So, what are you thinking about yourself these days? I know for me, self esteem, especially in my younger years, was actually a challenge. You know, I was born in Haiti and I came to this country as a young girl. And Haiti, in the geopolitical realm, has not always been seen as from a very, very positive perspective. So I grew up feeling bad that I was born in a country like Haiti that was so challenged in many ways. When I discovered Louise's work at 19, I began to change my thought about who I was. I began to love myself and I began to do mirror work. Mirror work is so fascinating. It's incredible that by looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, I love myself exactly the way I am, we can begin to heal our consciousness. We can begin to heal our lives. The second point of Louise's worldview is that every thought we think is creating our future. So, what are you thinking about your life? Are you catastrophizing? Right now on the planet, we are going through, it feels like a trial by fire. This has nothing to do with political parties. I just think that there are many people who are hopeless. I think post pandemic, the world, especially in the West and especially in America, has changed a lot. Our young people went through a lot. The job landscape has changed. I mean, if you don't own a computer and if you're not tech savvy, many people have been laid off. Even in the midst of this time of turbulent change, Louise is asking us to be cognizant that every thought that we think is creating our future. So what are you putting? What are you ordering from the cosmic kitchen as Dr. Patricia Crane would say, what are you ordering from the cosmic kitchen? Are you ordering up good things by saying, I am prosperous no matter what is happening in the economy? I am healed and whole no matter what is happening in your body temple. I have loving relationships, even if you are feeling uninspired or lonely. I am surrounded by love wherever I go. Every thought we think is creating our future. The third principle of the Louise Hay worldview is that we create our experiences through our thoughts and feelings. In the New Thought movement, we focus a lot on our thinking, but the fuel that really creates our lived experiences is the energy that we are putting in our thoughts, through our thoughts and our feelings, through our thoughts and our feelings. Hi, Meryl. Through our thoughts and our feelings. So we create our experiences through our thoughts and feelings. Are you frustrated this day? Today, these days? Do you get upset when someone cuts you off, or are you cutting someone off? Do you get upset when your technology and your gadgets are not working? What is your feeling tone? As Reverend Michael Beckwith of the Agape International Spiritual Center says, what is your feeling tone? Because that is a vibration that you are sending out into the universe, into the cosmos, and it will come back to you multiplied. So, in the midst of this turbulent time on the planet, it is so important to give out feelings that are positive, uplifting, optimistic. And I know, beloveds, it's not an easy time. I'm not doing a spiritual bypass here in any way, shape, or form. I just want to remind us lovingly that Louise would remind us and say, we create our experiences through our thoughts and feelings, through our thoughts and feelings. Oh, I love this one. Number 4, the point of power is always in the present moment. The point of power is always in the present moment. Oh, what an affirmation of truth that is. No matter how powerless we may feel, the point of power, the point of change is the now. Eckhart Tolle always tells us that the now is the place of power, not the past, not the future, but the now. No matter how powerless we may have felt, we may feel about our circumstances, about the body of our affairs, the point of power is in the now. The future is unknown and will come tomorrow. Hi, Reverend Michael.
Yes. So I'm from the flight deck.
Yes.
We were not able to get Meryl on, so we're going to have to reschedule her.
Yes.
So it's all you.
It's all me today.
Okay.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Reverend Michael is an incredible producer, and I'm so glad to have him as part of my team here on the New Thought Media Network. So, what would Louise Hay say? The point of power is always in the present moment. It's not in the distant past or in the future to come. We can always change our reality, one thought at a time, one feeling tone at a time. So, sometimes it's really hard to change how we are feeling. I lovingly suggest find a powerful, gentle distraction. Go for a walk. Watch something on YouTube that makes you laugh. Turn on the New Thought Media Network, and go to our YouTube channel and live stream, watch one of our shows in the archives or that's streaming live. Do something positive in the moment. I have an uncle who passed away. He was my favorite uncle, and he was sent abroad from Haiti to Warsaw, Poland, to go to medical school because he had organized students against the dictator Jean-Claude Duvalier, or Papa Doc. And my grandmother knew someone in the government, because I'm so sorry, my nose is a little scratchy today, because I had a grand uncle who was a federal judge on the Supreme Court of Haiti. So someone let my grandmother know that they were going to come and get my uncle. And he would be taken and jailed as a student. So luckily he got into medical school in Warsaw, Poland. And when it was cold, he'd never seen snow before. He'd come from the Caribbean. So I would ask my uncle, Lieutenant Pierre-Louis, Dr. Pierre-Louis, what would he do to lift his spirits? And he said he would dance in his little dorm room. Through blizzards, he would turn on music and he would dance. He would change his emotions. He graduated from medical school in Warsaw, Poland, and came to the US. He loved America and became a really successful doctor, MD, in New York City. And he would tell me, instead of being depressed, he would change his feeling tone by dancing. So find a positive distraction, my beloveds, and dance your way through. Number 5, everyone suffers from self-hatred and guilt. Yes, they do. I know that, many of us, especially in the New Thought movement, we embody a positive, optimistic energy frequency. I know that I'm always positive, but I can honestly admit to self-hatred and guilt. We blame ourselves for the mistakes that we've made. We feel badly about who we are, where we come from. I don't care what bodysuit your spirit is living in here on Earth School. These body temples are simply vehicles, but many of us feel like we're too fat, we're too skinny, we're too tall, we're too short. I have a beautiful, very, very handsome friend who was born in Norway, and he's like, my skin is too pale, because he burns when he goes to the beach with me, and he's gorgeous, but he's felt that I'm too pale. Some of us feel like we're too dark. Some of us, So my beloveds, if you have a question or a comment, please chime in to this conversation today. We are exploring the 10 points of the Louise Hay worldview. So many of us embody self-hatred and guilt, and this can get into the way of manifestation. So many times we're like, well, why didn't the good that I've been affirming manifest? Louise would say, maybe you're having a feeling of unworthiness. For any of you who are looking for an amazing affirmation or prayer treatment, I think it's Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life workbook. There's a wonderful treatment there called the deservability treatment, because Louise believed that at the root of so much of our self-hatred and guilt is unworthiness, feelings of unworthiness. So she would have her clients say the deservability treatment. I am deserving of all good, not some, not a little bit, but all good. That was an affirmation from Louise. I am deserving of all good, not some, not a little bit, but all good. And this will begin to chip away at the self-hatred and guilt. Number 6, the bottom line for everyone is that, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough, so I'm not worthy of of a healthy body. I'm not worthy of easeful weight loss. Sometimes I think that our obsession with weight is covering up the I'm not good enough. Louise would say to her clients, just say that it's easy for me to lose weight. It's easy for me to be creative. It's easy for me to be successful. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am good enough. So wherever you are streaming with us right now today, or in the archives, watching later, say to yourself in this moment, I am good enough. I am good enough. Louise loved hearts. Place your hands on your heart. I am good enough. Because that's the truth about you. And that's the truth about me. So, number 8, we can release the past. I'm so sorry. Number 7, it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. Sometimes we just think it's so hard. I know I did. I was crazy girl for a long time. Crazy girl because I was just so down on myself, so pessimistic, so insecure. Very, very gifted with music. I'm a gifted vocalist and very, very talented actor. But my gosh, it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. When I realized how simple it was to go from focusing on the 25 negative things that were happening in my life, or I thought, because nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so, as Shakespeare reminds us. And then I decided to focus my energy and my thoughts on my gratitude list. That I woke up today, that I live in a country that just has a history of fighting for democracy, and I can be myself, and I could be in Haiti, starving, unhappy, going through political unrest. I know that things are challenging, but I get to be free, and I can freely change my thoughts, because a thought can always be changed. So the catastrophizing, it's never going to get better, is only a thought. And we can say, I trust the process of life to take care of every need, and I grow peaceful. That is from Louise. That's one of the affirmations I would say. I trust the process of life, and I grow strong and peaceful. So my beloveds, if you would like a customized affirmation, please put it in our live chat. But say in this moment, I trust the process of life to take care of my every need, and I grow strong and peaceful. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. We can release the past and forgive everyone. Woo! This is a doozy. Really simple. Louise would say life is simple. Life is simple. But we can release the past and forgive everyone. My beloveds, we will come back to point 7 of Louise Hay's worldview. We are just taking a break right now. This is Reverend Martine Bernard, and this is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network. See you.
Welcome to the Convention of the Americas 2025, Rising Together. Join us for a truly bilingual retreat experience on the shores of the beautiful Lake Chapala, Mexico. July 22nd through July 26th, 2025, at the Hotel Villa Monte Carlo in Jalisco, Mexico. Featuring Reverend Jeffrey Ryan, Dr. Jose de Lira Sosa, Reverend Dr. Kathy Ann Lewis, Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse, and Reverend Dr. David Bruner. Registration is now open, and payment plans are available. Simply visit www.conventionoftheamericas.com. Come be part of a transformative gathering with powerful presentations, workshops, networking time, and just good old relaxing and connecting. Plus, you can learn more about the science of mind and how to live this powerful philosophy in your life. Transform your life at Convention of the Americas 2025, Rising Together.
Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hefferland Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Kitchener, Unity Spiritual Center Ottawa, Om Center for Spiritual Living, Satya Center, Begin Within Ministries, Center for Spiritual Living North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and the Center for Spiritual Living Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for being part of the New Thought Media Network. Please like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Well, welcome back. Hello, hello, hello. This is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network, and I'm Reverend Martine Bernard. So we are reviewing some of her 10 points of Louise Hay's worldview. We were at point number 7 right before the break. And this one, now we're moving on to point 8. We can release the past and forgive everyone. Ooh, this can feel like a doozy. We are on the heels of it was a beautiful Father's Day weekend on Sunday. And I gave the sermon at Unity in the city in Brookline, Massachusetts. And my message was about God as Father, the God, Father, mind, presence within. And so, on the heels of Father's Day, one of Louise's most essential beginning points in her worldview is that we should forgive our parents. Many of us are super disappointed with our parents, and some of us had wonderful parents. But if we begin with this place, forgiving our parents, Louise believed that we chose our parents, that we incarnated into this life having pre-planned it all. There was a divine blueprint. I imagine us hanging out with the angels and God, however you call God, the God of your own understanding, and we planned it all. I think that's an interesting concept. But nevertheless, beloveds, we can forgive the past, and we can forgive everyone that's ever harmed us, or our perceived harms as well. Louise usually suggested that we could state the affirmation, I am willing to forgive. Do you want to say this silently to yourself wherever you are, listening to me? I am willing to forgive. And having the willingness would open the way to full forgiveness. The universe would hear that, that thought form, that feeling tone, and help you to forgive. It frees us. It frees us from the past. And for those of you who are having a hard time forgiving some horrific things, there are some of our brothers and sisters who've gone through sexual abuse or physical abuse or abandonment, who had neglectful parents. Some people were even given up for adoption and have never known their birth fathers or mothers. It's really important for me to say, yes, you have gone through trauma. There's no spiritual bypass here, but it's about living an empowered life where you have the power of choice and you have the power to live a success-filled, peaceful life. And that is possible when you choose a new thought and when you're willing to forgive. Just start with being willing. That's all we're asking today. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. It's so exciting to be here with you. Let's get to the 9th point of Louise's worldview. Self-approval and self-acceptance are the keys to positive change. I would love it when I would watch Louise's recordings and read her book, You Can Heal Your Life. And she pointed out that criticizing yourself hasn't gotten you anywhere. Has criticizing yourself for being too fat, overeating, not getting up on time, not finishing that project at work, has it inspired you to get moving and to get going? No, not at all. So self-criticism actually blocks our motivation. And it's pretty amazing. I have to be honest, I haven't mastered it yet. But Louise would say, don't ever criticize yourself. Be a loving parent to that inner child. Would you beat a little innocent child up? Most of us wouldn't. Most of us healthy folks would not. Would you criticize a little child for not learning how to maybe get their penmanship right or read a sentence from a book? No, you wouldn't. You would lovingly encourage that child. So as we lovingly encourage ourselves, starting today, you'll find that you can get a lot more done and lovingly, easily, and effortlessly accomplish your goals. Our 10th point to the Louise worldview, it is, I'm trying, the 10th point is, oh, pardon me, I'm having when we really love ourselves, everything in our life works. When we really love ourselves, everything in our lives works. Have I always loved myself? No. There are days that I struggle, but I've come a long way. This is where I feel that mirror work really works. In our 2-day workshop, the Louise Hay Heal Your Life workshop, we have a wonderful 2-day workshop. We have teachers and coaches all over the world. You can go to our website, Heal Your Life Teacher and Coaches, and sign up for a 2-day workshop. Because I love in our workshops, we receive, because I've done the 2-day workshop, you receive a heart-shaped mirror. And you look into that mirror and you say, I love myself, Martine, exactly the way you are. I love you, Martine. Some people have a hard time saying it. There are tears. There's difficulty. And you can start by saying, I am willing to love myself. Louise Hay believed that if we loved ourselves and that we were willing to love ourselves, we would be willing to think a new thought. We'd be willing to make positive changes. We would be willing to forgive the past and everyone who's hurt us. We would be willing to change our lives step by step. And once again, if you're having a hard time saying, I love myself, I love you, Martine, I love you, Dennis, I love you, Rachel, whomever you are, wherever you are, start small. Imagine that little kid inside of you. You know that you would lovingly and tenderly love that inner child. So take a picture. I've actually taken a picture of myself from when I was about 5 years old. I put it in a picture frame and I wrote, I love you unconditionally, little Martine. And whenever I'm having a hard time and whenever I've made a mistake and I've gotten the whole day wrong, I go and look at that image, the little girl in the picture frame, and I find that I'm more willing to say, I love you. I love you so much, Martine. You're okay and perfect just the way you are. Thank you, my beloveds. These are our 10 points of the Louise Hay worldview. You can find them in her wonderful book, You Can Heal Your Life. This is something that I practice on a daily basis, and when I don't get it, when I'm not doing it daily, I'm doing it on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. You know, this is a challenging time on the planet. There's a lot happening in the news. This week, there were the congressman and woman who were murdered in, I think it was Missouri. There was conflict, Israel and Iran exchanging bombs. You know, there was a lot in the news. And some of us have decided not to watch the news. I get it. I try to do my best. But we're not doing spiritual bypass here. The news stories give us an opportunity to pray and affirm peace in our world, peace in the political landscape, peace for everyone on the planet, peace in our own lives. So Louise, you know, if Louise was around and she was here, she would say, affirm the good, affirm what you want to see. If we want a world and America where people can share opposing views, hold opposing views, and be able to listen to each other, then we affirm this. I know that each and every person in our wonderful democracy called America has a right to their own political view. And we have a right. We can bless them and honor them by accepting their political views, allowing for discourse and disagreements that do not turn into violence, because our world is safe. All is well, and everything is working out for our highest good. My beloveds, I love to say when I give a sermon on Sunday that I am a Democrat, I am a Republican, I am an independent, because I believe in the oneness of humanity, and God is my president. So no matter who is in the Oval Office, I am trusting infinite intelligence for the outcome of good. Stay positive, stay uplifted, trust in the process of life. Like Louise would say, trust in the process of life, affirm what we want to see. Louise would say, no matter what is happening in the world, stop catastrophizing. What I loved about Louise is that she was really stern. She was like, stop catastrophizing about what's going on in this world. Affirm the positive, but let's not put energy in visualizing the worst case scenario. Let's visualize, let's affirm, let's know the best case scenario, that there is a healing of all discord and political division and infighting and backbiting on the planet, and that everyone agrees to disagree. Many of us have had to do this in our own families at this time. I suggest that we stay curious. Why did my beloved family member vote this way or that way? Ask them. I'd love to get your perspective and your point of view. I want to better understand. I don't want to stay in hostility. Your family or your chosen family. I want a world that works for everyone. So I want to hear and learn and grow. That's what Louise would say. And she would say, beloveds, don't give in to negativity. Let's not give in to pessimism. Let's know that everything is working out for our highest good, and we are safe. We are safe, beloveds. It's all going to work out for the highest good. That's what Louise would say. And this is what we can practice at these times. I've been telling the group of my chosen family, we have to stay prayed up and meditated in. We got to tune into the infinite high vibrations of the universe to make it through this time. If you're super sensitive, stay away from the news. If it gets you crying, that's not a good thing. We don't want to raise cortisol and have our nervous systems be out of whack. But if you have a spiritual fortitude and you are rooted and grounded in your spiritual disciplines that are actually blissciplines, they help you to be blissful throughout, then okay. Then you can be one of the affirmative prayer warriors. Listen to the news, take in what's happening on the planet, and then commit to affirming the good, the highest outcome. Peace, prosperity, health, and wholeness for all humankind. That's what we do here on the New Thought Media Network. We don't do spiritual bypasses. We talk about what's happening and we affirm the highest good and success and blessings and healing and protection for the world. My beloveds, it's been wonderful being with you today. It's been wonderful going, reviewing the 10 points of Louise Hay's worldview. I am so grateful. Just know you can forgive the past and release everyone. The point of power is in the now, not in the past, not in the future. It's only a thought. And a thought can be changed no matter what. We are not powerless victims of life. We are powerful beyond measure. Just know that you are worthy and deserving of your good. If you feel that your affirmations, affirmative prayer, treatments are not manifesting, spend some time in prayer, in meditation, affirming, I am worthy and deserving of all good. Not some, not a little bit, but all good. And my favorite is open your arms, look out to the universe and say that I am open and receptive to all the good that the universe has for me now. Those are some tips and nuggets from our beloved Louise. Wherever you are, have a wonderful day. This is Reverend Martine Bernard, and this is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network. Blessings to you, and see you next Tuesday.